All right there, and welcome back in. I'm Turkey Salad Boy, and this is Miles Between Us, our Slow Miles Euro Truck Simulator 2 series. If you're new here, thanks for coming in. We've got a couple of episodes of this Let's Play series up on our YouTube. Again, you can find it by punching in I'm Turkey Salad Boy. We clip the calm moments and the chaotic ones into shorts, so there's plenty of content that you can find on the channel. And if you ever want to catch us, easy for me to say, doing a live run, well, we drive on Tuesdays and Fridays. Right, enough of that. Let's get trucking. As you can see, we are level 1 in our career. We've just taken a job where we're delivering some olive trees. We're extending an olive branch to the Dutch. We're going all the way to Amsterdam, which should be fun. No ferries involved. It's a land crossing only. Starting at our base camp, our depot, which is looking a bit run down, a bit kitsch. I'll show you that in a future episode. Or if you go back to episode 1, you can see it. Because again, I don't know how familiar you are with Euro Truck Simulator 2, but you play that opening drop or that opening run, and then you get a bit of a glimpse. And depending on where you are in the world, I'm obsessed with Germany. I'm not German, obviously I speak English, but I'm obsessed with Germany. German culture, German beer, German Fußball. So, yeah, you do that first run and we saw this very kitsch, run-down looking shack. That's our garage anyway. Should we crack on with the job? Probably should, shouldn't we? I can just show you, there's the olive trees. They look a little bit like beetroot, don't they? They look like beetroot on the back. So, it's a flatbed. It's quite long though, isn't it? It's quite long. We're driving, what have we got? We've got a Volvo. I quite like the Volvos. My preference is always the DAF. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. I don't. I just like the DAF. I like the fact that I assume they still do. They used to manufacture the DAFs in Leyland, which is not far from Preston, over in Lancashire. Of course, we're in Hull, in Yorkshire. Hull's not on the UK map. I mean it is, obviously, but I mean on the map in game. Grimsby is though, and that's where I was born, which sounds like I've not gone very far. Some might argue I've not. Ex-wife, ex-girlfriends will probably argue that I've not gone very far, but they're not here in the cab with me, are they? There's proof they're not. No, of course it's a left-hand drive because we're in Europe. Pressing 2 on the keyboard just so you can get a look at the scene. Have I gone wrong already? Yeah, I can't get out there, can I? He got distracted. So let's reverse, and again, if you've watched any of the previous episodes, if indeed you've watched some of the live streams, you'll see that we are horrendous at reversing. That seems a bit more confident. And again, just a bit of background, because you may be interested. I am using an Intel i7, 4700. It's an i7 anyway, with a RTX 4070 graphics card, and I'm playing it on a Temu gamepad, yeah, Chinese gamepad, which so far hasn't let me down. Right, is anyone going to let me out of this gate, please? Looks like they are, because it's flashing. Honk the horn in appreciation. Switch to cab mode, that's number 1 on the keyboard again. Whether you're playing it on a Xbox gamepad or indeed a Temu one, you can press up on the D-pad to cycle through different views. That's what we're affectionately calling the Tom Cruise view. There is a cruise control in the game as well. We'll get onto that later, but this is the Tom Cruise view. You can imagine, can't you, stood up there trying to solve a problem in the adversity. Quite a cinematic one if you press 8, but of course we've not gone very far yet, so you won't really get any appreciation. Let's get in the cab. The lights are on, so hopefully we can avoid more fines. So it seems to be a feature of our gameplay here. And I've just noticed the voice activated sat-nav isn't on. Friend of the show, another content creator that we really like, who also enjoys Euro Truck Simulator 2, DJ Chili Smith, aka, well, Chili Smith, Stephen A. Smith, feel free to go and find him. He told me how to activate. Should I get away with, I'm gonna get away with it going off. Well, that's the sound of the Polizei. I was just looking nervously on the hood because it felt like I was going to get busted for a traffic violation, but it was on amber. It just started on amber, so it felt like we got away with it. This is definitely red. Anyway, yeah, Chili Smith walked me through how you activate the voice. There's different voices on the sat nav. We ended up with Doug, who comes under the UK. He sounds a bit American. To me, he sounds like a knockoff Michael Keaton as Batman, because of course Michael Keaton... I'd be interested to know your views on this in the comments. For me, Michael Keaton's one of the best Batman. I quite like Christian Bale, I just like him as an actor, but Michael Keaton as Batman. Anyway, if you've played this game, or indeed if you haven't and you want to do it because you're inspired by our runs. And again, we're not pushing anything, there's no affiliate links, we're just here for a chilled out long haul. Yeah, because we do like to provide relaxed gaming for tired humans, for tired minds. Yeah, Michael Keaton, one of the best Batman, and he also sounds like a very disappointed parent. Well, parent, guardian, grandfather, teacher, you'll know what I mean if you've played this game. Trailer damage 1%. What on earth happened there? Oh, I've got a feeling. Not that tonight's going to be a good night. To quote the... Is that Black Eyed Peas? Will.i.am? Is he still playing for Fulham? Our beetroot, sorry, olive trees. Did they clip the top of the overhanging signposts? Oh my god, I might have to watch out for that. If it is, that's hardly my fault, is it? I'm just a courier. I'm just here to get it from A to B. And talking of which, A to B. Amsterdam's a long way. Yeah, was it 609 clicks? There's the train lot, that's interesting. I quite like trains as well. Although we haven't played any train sim games for quite a while. Of course, I used to work in video games, worked in video games for 20 years, so I was pretty close with the crew at Dovetail. I loved their fishing game. Yeah. Not so much the bass hunter one, but just the fishing game. Like I had it on a t-shirt, it was like olive green. Again, colourblind. I just like taking trains, take a lot of trains for commutes for various jobs that I've had over the years, around the UK, around Europe. Even America. And contrary to popular opinion, and you might want to close your ears on this, or Germans out there, welcome into the channel, by the way. The trains aren't that efficient, are they? Mind you, I'm behind the 8 ball in the UK. Making sure we didn't get squashed or indeed ended up with a car right into the back of us there. It wants us to go right, so let's just slow it down. Magdeburg, what a beautiful city, Magdeburg. I got some facts if you want to hear them. I'll keep it light. I don't want to go over the top. Magdeburg is the capital of Saxony-Anhalt. That's a region in Germany in the middle. And it sits right on the River Elbe. Now, on a previous run in the truck, we did go all the way up to, well, we've been to Bremen and we've been to Hamburg. That might have been a part of a live stream as well. Anyway, that's the Elbe's right up there, isn't it? Because both Bremen and Hamburg, and indeed Kiel, are port cities, a bit like Hull, where we're sat today, a bit like Malmö. Interesting, Kiel and Magdeburg. So Magdeburg is a football side, a fußball side, play in the Zweite Bundesliga. That's the second tier of football. It's the one under the Bundesliga. We tip them, because of course I am obsessed with German football. We tip them to go up this season. Do you know where they are at the minute? They're in 15th. 15th out of 18th. They have turned it around though, lately. Last 5 games have won 3. And they drew against, drumroll please, they drew against Kiel in a game where they were leading twice. 2-1, 3-2, and then Kiel, of course, they came down from the Bundesliga last season. They shipped an eye-watering amount of goals, but they did score quite a lot. They were involved in a lot of entertaining games. This time last year, in fact, Kiel beat Dortmund 4-2. That got Sasha... Oh, what was his name? They got the Turkish guy fired, and Kovac had to come in and sort the problems out, and indeed he did course correct the fortunes of Dortmund. Anyway, yeah, Kiel fought back. 92nd minute equaliser, so that game finished 3-3. So it doesn't feel like Magdeburg are going to go up this season. To be fair, though, we did have them down as being a team that was going to win the relegation playoff game. Again, as a slight quirk, there were certain football leagues in Europe, Scotland, Belgium, I believe, maybe France, but definitely in Germany, where whoever finishes in 16th, because there's 18 teams in the Bundesliga, gets to play the team that finishes third in the one below. So that, yeah, we had Magdeburg winning that. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Anyway, we're speeding, but I haven't noticed any fines kick in, so that's good, isn't it? That is good. There's 240,000 people currently live in Magdeburg, and it recently celebrated, get this, its 1,200th anniversary. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? Very beautiful place. And just to round off the fussball, they do play at the Avnet Arena. I mean, obviously that's corporate sellout. Last season, averaging 26,000 at home. Seemed like they're on course to do that again, even though that stadium can hold 30,000. That's Magdeburg. Just trying to keep under the speed limit, because as I'm talking, because again, I am a fan of history. Keep taking my eye off it. So it's 60. It seems to have dropped. I've got to keep my eye on that icon for rest. Now I'm colourblind, which only appears to affect males. And the condition that I've got, is it Deuteronomy? Sounds something like that. Only affects 6% of males. That icon looks blue to me, which implies we need rest. We've got enough gas, because of course this is it's a diesel. I have driven an electric Mercedes. DJ Chili will say that that's swearing. Yeah, he's not a fan. So I'm going to have to park that when I speak to him next. Pun intended. Yeah, it looks slightly blue to me, the rest icon, so we might have to fix that. In a previous live stream, we had an absolute Western supermare. We had a nightmare trying to find a rest spot. And again, it was DJ Chili to the rescue. Other people do watch this channel, by the way, and hopefully you will do too. And never, ever feel obliged to like and or subscribe. But if you do want to support a fledgling content creator in myself, and indeed the likes of DJ Chili, feel free to like and subscribe. But there's never any pressure, because we're here for the ambiance. We're here for the chilled vibes. We're here to keep it nice and calm, because life can be stressful enough, can't it? Talking of stressful, let's get this beetroot. I know it's olive trees, but they look like beetroot. We've got to get it. We've got to navigate that junction. Looks like we have that slit road. We're up to 80 now. Oh, there's the Polizei. Looks like they've pulled over. That looked like an old-fashioned Mercedes, didn't it? It's going to indicate as we creep onto the autobahn. Do you know what? We're going to activate Tom Cruise control by pressing C on the keyboard. We've got to obviously still drive it. It doesn't drive itself. It's not a Tesla. I feel like my lane discipline is slightly improving. There's the Polizei. I'm not speeding. I've got my headlights are indeed on. Now there's some rest stops. I've not heard my in-game character yawn. The minute he does, the minute it'll send a sheer panic wave through my spine. Because there's 3 rest stops on the left-hand side of that, well, the other side of that autobahn, just the one for us. Yeah, I feel like my lane discipline's improving. I was going to prove it. Yeah, see. It is better. Interesting playing with this Temu controller, this gamepad. It does feel like it's not quite the Joy-Con on Mario Kart on the OG Switch that used to hook the cart to the left, but I did hear Coffin Dodging. He's a brilliant guy as well. Feel free to check him out. He's a proper Mancunian, proper Manc who's not far off being level 20 in the game. I'm enjoying his Let's Plays. Latest run was Carlisle to Edinburgh. Anyway, and he was having trouble with the map on the hood, and he was getting into all sorts of bother. There's nothing more amusing than hear a Mancunian get wound up. Anyway, he was mentioning that he feels on his wheel sometimes it hooks to the left, which is interesting. And we've been lusting after a wheel for quite a while now. Again, people like Black Country Blitz Gaming, Coffin Dodging, and indeed DJ Chili have all mentioned that you can pick up a wheel quite cheap, right? There's a numbskull. In fact, I didn't realise this until I had to look it up on various second-hand websites, well, websites for second-hand goods like eBay and Vinted, that this numbskull rig has wheel, shifter, and a couple of pedals. He said he paid £62 for it, brand new. What's that in euro? Probably 60, maybe 68 or maybe 66. I've seen it in second-hand markets. Well, it depends. It could be anything from £30 to £50. We haven't really got that kind of money at the minute, but when we do, it feels like it will absolutely help us reverse park. Although, as you saw at the start of this episode, reverse parking, I seem to be quite comfortable with it. It always seems to jackknife. I'm doing something wrong. DJ Chili's always saying, go in cab view and stick your head out the window. And I'm like, how do you do that? Just wiggle the mouse. He's right. You can do it that way. It just comes with experience. I mean, we've been playing this game now solidly. I say solidly. Yeah, it's all I've been doing morning, noon and night for about 2 weeks. And it is fascinating how quick you pick up skills. You just become more experienced. It's like life, isn't it? It's like life, isn't it? In it. That's my Northern England accent. The more you repeat a task, the better you get at it. What was Malcolm Gladwell's theory? Was it 10,000 hours? You perform any task for 10,000 hours, whether it's peeling potatoes or being behind a mixing desk in a live studio broadcast, or indeed sales. Do anything for 10,000 hours, then you're an expert. Then you can say, right, yeah, this is my incremental journey. But you go through it, don't you? You start something new, whether it's a hobby, whether it's jogging, painting, needle felting, or indeed gaming. You see those quick bursts of skill acquisition and progress, and you think, yeah, I'm loving this. And then, of course, inevitably you hit that hard valley of struggle, and it sort of puts us off. But yeah, you got to find a way to get through it. And I hit that valley of struggle with Football Manager FM24 in particular, and never really found a way to get through it. Playing that game didn't feel like fun. Did we just clip? Yeah, so that's interesting. So that wasn't me. It was the beetroot leaves, or it was the leaves. It was the branches and leaves of the olive tree that brushed that coach that was parked up. Hopefully, it's not going to impact the travellers on board that coach too much, and hopefully they have a very enjoyable week, or city hop wherever they're going. I mean, it's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Of course you'd travel through the night, wouldn't you? A, because it's more cost effective, it's cheaper, and B, you can sleep and you'd be wide awake when you get to your destination. Look at the stars. In fact, let's admire that. Wow, what a skybox. Love it. Just move a little bit closer to that white line on the... Wow, gorgeous. I do a lot of night walking. If I can't sleep. Coat. Yeah, always a reflective coat, because you don't want to get in trouble, do you? Reflective coat and bobble hat. Out, pound the streets. Processing time. You're supposed to look up, aren't you? Look up at the aerials. It's supposed to be, physiologically, very calming. Not with a K, calmer, calming with a C. If you look up and look at the aerials, it's supposed to trigger some endorphin in the body. The last few nights I've been startling foxes. Bless them. It's been cold out there. I don't know what it's like where you are. In fact, be interesting, and again, there's no pressure. Let us know in the comments whereabouts you are in the world, where you're watching this video from. In the UK, last few nights, -1, 0, 1 degrees, so yeah. Enough for me to blast the heating. No longer than an hour. Gotta watch those pennies. Oh, we're coming off here. Coming off at Osnabrück. I don't have any facts on them. Stay tuned though, because who knows for a future episode. It's not the History Channel, is it? No, I don't know, I'm trying to kid. It just makes the journey a little bit more relaxing. With a twist, a frisson of education. Oh, sorry, Amsterdam then. Wow, all of a sudden we're 268 clicks away. This has gone well. Apart from the occasional beetroot leaves clipping a stationary vehicle, it's going pretty well. That icon looks really blue now, so we might indeed have to find a rest stop. Let's slip it into Tom Cruise then. Well, we're in a 60-mile-an-hour speed zone. Just chugging away up a hill, hence the speed slowed down. You can really hear the engine, can't you? Really fighting it. Not that the load's all that cumbersome, is it? I mean, I love beetroot. Wow, it feels like that would keep me satiated for months. And olives. I like olives. Green, black ones. Can you get white olives? Beige coloured olives? Beige implies that it's been coated in breadcrumbs and ended up in a freezer, doesn't it? Olives do go well with wine. Yeah, the Mediterraneans have got it sussed, haven't they? The Italians, the Greeks. Chef's kiss. Mwah. We'll just kick it on a little bit more in terms of speed, and then put Tom back in control. No point doing anything reckless. It's 3:30 in the morning on a straight road, so we're less than a third of the journey left, which is pretty remarkable, really. I enjoy the night driving. The road seems to be calm. And I haven't got any mods activated, by the way. I haven't got any pro mods. I did sign up for a pro mod account. DJ Chili mentioned there was some mod that you could activate for AI traffic and for decals on the trucks and for some of the scenery. It was £1.14. It's nothing really. What's that? Oof. That was interesting. There was a glitch there. Osnabrück, another city involved that we've discovered. Again, don't have any facts. Whoa! Just pull out then, son. Just pull out. How would? How would? Jar Jar Binks there. How? Mister gonna die? I used to like Jar Jar. How would? Well, I'm just taking a leaf out of that other car because he just pulled out in front of me. Yeah, it glitched. Every now and again it glitches. I haven't really done anything with the settings. But still, for visuals anyway, everything is on medium. There's no throttling of my CPU or GPU. It's holding up at 60 frames. It's just every now and again the game just wants to glitch. No idea. Anyway, it's not causing you any harm, is it? It's not inflicting any chaos yet. Did we go through Belgium to get to the Netherlands? I'm not sure actually. No, I don't think it is. I think we just go straight over the border, don't we? Two countries that appear to hate each other. Certainly, well, there's a fierce football rivalry, and that appears to go back to what? Oh, I could pinpoint 1974, the FIFA World Cup, the final in West Germany, as it was. In Munich at the Olympic Stadion. We've been there actually, was there earlier this year. It's fascinating. €3 and you get to walk around the whole of it. Feels like a bit like what was Chris Hoy, a cyclist, like a velodrome. It's like a velodrome with seats. And you can walk literally right to the top where the commentator's box would have been. Some interesting historical sort of facts that you see on some signposts around it. There's some brilliant stickers on the seats. Yeah, you should go check it out. You get there from Marianneplatz on the Underground, on the U. You might be able to get there on a... Can you get there on the S-Bahn? Not sure. Anyway, yeah, fascinating. So yeah, of course the 1974 World Cup final was between the Dutch, the Netherlands and the Germans. Johan Cruyff converts a penalty after what, 118 seconds, and then Franz Beckenbauer incites his team back to a 2-1 victory. And then I believe at the Euros in '88, where the Dutch go on to win it with that Marco van Basten volley. Did that secure his transfer to Milan, or was he already there? I'm not so sure. Anyway, you had Hullet, Rijkaard, Van Basten in that team. Anyway, apparently there was signs being hung on the border between Germany and the Netherlands, basically saying, yeah, the trophy's ours, don't bother turning up, lads. Well, the Dutch had other ideas, didn't they? Feel free to correct me in the comments if all that's nonsense. That was my understanding anyway, from reading up on the subject and listening to social commentators like James Richardson. Remember James Richardson? Football Italia on a Saturday and a Sunday morning. Ooh, yeah. Goal Lazio. Not Lazio, it was actually Goal Lazio if you listen to it. Anyway, lots of clips on the likes of TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Meanwhile, I've seen Amsterdam on the board. Yeah, we're under close to 150 clicks to go. This has been a very enjoyable journey. Dare I say it, I'm actually relaxing my buttocks, because I was convinced that, you know, we're going to head into some Alex Ferguson screwy bum time, but it doesn't appear, does it, to have gone that way just yet. We haven't done a ferry crossing yet. That should be featured in a future video. Here's the border look. Right, so indeed we don't go through Belgium. We cross straight over into the Netherlands. Collect you €200 for passing go. Amsterdam is indeed 141 clicks. Apeldoorn. That's a beautiful sounding place, isn't it? Apeldoorn. So I have to get our papers, please. Pretty sure the Germans don't really sound like that. Yeah, there'll be a papers, please checkpoint coming up. Is this the Schengen zone? I believe it is, isn't it? Oh, there's Duisburg, look. And Groningen. Been to Groningen. Yeah. Very high profile university in Groningen. Look at my out of words, I think, which is not useful for a YouTube channel. Yeah, I can't believe we've not hit any drama so far. Yeah, outstanding trip, really. Might get a nobble for my headlights soon. Can you imagine that? Well, the Dutch are pretty relaxed, aren't they? And they're so relaxed, they're pretty much horizontal. This looks like a border crossing environment. Oh, it's like the Sky Lounge. Well, the what do you call it? Not the Sky Rack, that's a pub in Leeds. Like a skywalk in between the terminals at Manchester Airport, and it still seems to have disappeared because of the draw distance. It was almost like they just yanked it up like a drawbridge. That was funny. Haven't seen Manchester Airport in quite a while. When did I last see it? September. Went to Porto. Beautiful city. Great beer. Super Bock, Sagres, Francesina. It is a meat lover's wet dream. Quite soggy as well, actually, because the whole point of it is it's a monster meat sandwich, not toasted, in bread, and it's dunked in a spicy beer sauce, tomato flavours. Oh my god, chef's kiss good. If you hang out where the locals do, it could be a very cost-effective place to eat and drink. Let's just have a look at that river, see if there's any carp. I know I've been carping on quite a lot. Hey! And there is our first yawn. So what implication has that got on this trip? Let's just investigate. There's 14 hours and 25 minutes left on the job. Quite remarkable. We're travelling 609 clicks and yet it's only paying just over €2,000. So 14 hours left. According to the sat-nav, will be done in an hour. It feels like instinctively it's worth pushing him. Although I don't want to be dozing and inflicting unnecessary damage, because we know how that script plays out, don't we? Yeah, I don't want to end up getting within a fox's whisker of the journey time and then it going horribly wrong. We don't want that. Oh, we didn't go through the border, did we? As in, they didn't ask us to pull into a little checkpoint and show our papers. Our papers. Intriguing. Oh, he's starting to yawn now. So unlike Alaskan truck driver, when you can pull over at a gas station and buy some coffee, a microwave meal, a pizza, some candy bar, you can't do that in this game. You have to rest. So, well, there's a hot air balloon. That is wicked. In fact, there's a few. In fact, yeah, look at that. Well, I suppose it's 7 AM. No better time to see a city like Amsterdam or Apeldoorn, anywhere like that, than by air. Have you done a balloon ride? Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever been in a hot air balloon. I haven't done it. I'd love to do it. It won't be this year. Can barely afford some actual balloons. Certainly not a helium balloon. So there's 18 minutes left on the job. It's starting to yaw a bit more frequent. Is that the Dutch police? Looks that way, doesn't it? Not sure. Do you know, I just feel like it's worth pushing him. Well, the road surface has changed, the texture, and I feel it on this. I feel the rumble in me Temu gamepad. Got some facts if you want about Amsterdam. Amsterdam's the capital of the Netherlands. It's located in North Holland, because of course there are different names for different regions in the country. Its population's around about 870,000, 872, 875, somewhere in that vicinity. It's built on the Amstel River. Now, any drinkers out there, whether or not you're reformed or you sink a few every now and again, you will appreciate that there's an Amstel beer. And that's where it comes from. I'd love to think it's made with the water from that river. That would be a fascinating fact, wouldn't it? I might have to check that off camera. It's got the highest concentration of museums in the world. And talking of concentration, it completely failed me there, didn't it? Now, luckily, it's 7:30 in the morning and there was no one up my behind. Oh, that's a old-fashioned car, isn't it? Old-fashioned saloon. 2 kilometres to go, 4 minutes on the clock. He's yawning. I'm going to keep pushing it. And of course, any Katie Melua fans out there, you'll know about the bicycles of Beijing. How many did she sing about? Was it 9 million? Well, the Dutch, Amsterdam in particular, is known for narrow, winding streets and historical buildings. And who lived there? Who was a former resident of Amsterdam? She kept a diary. That's right. And they never did find it, did they, the Germans? Anne Frank, former famous resident of Amsterdam. You can go to that museum. I've never done it actually, but you can do it. Amsterdam famous for leaning houses and steep staircases. And the canals have a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There you are. There's the History Channel update from us. As we approach the warehouse of Sir Ben Stokes. Just a coincidence. And here we are, people. We've done it. 1% damage, which felt like it wasn't my fault. It was the leaves of the beetroot or the olives, the olive branches. We always go for the easy option until we buy this wheel. Where do you want me to go then? Where does it want it? Oh, it's there. Look, just my port side, the left-hand side. 2%? What? What have I done there? Oh, I've come all this way and I've clipped the blooming gate. That is so me. Oh, look at that. Do you know, it's fortunate that we've made it because the sleep fog's starting to descend into the screen. Oh, I feel a little bit robbed by that percentage marked down. That's what happens though when you drive when you're tired. There we go. We've got all this way. 609 clicks. Engine off. Decouple. Detach the cables. Lower the legs. There you go. Actually 610 kilometers. It took 10 hours 29 minutes. We consumed 300 litres of diesel or gas. Slight markdown for the damage, although that's not reflected on that screen, is it? Again, if you play Alaskan Road Truckers, you see that listed on the jobs when you complete it. We bagged the money, 2,087. We got a proficiency bonus, long distance bonus as well. We're still ranked number 1. We got the 15 XP for parking. Level 3 is not far away. Look at that, again within a fox's whisker of level 3. And I think we'll leave it there. So thanks for spending some more time with me today. If you want more runs like that, you know where to find us. And if you do feel like supporting a fledgling content creator like myself, then a like and a subscribe would go a long way. But again, there's never any pressure. We're here to relax tired minds, tired human minds. And until the next mile, look after yourself, people. Look after yourself.